My world turns to chaos. Excuse me, citizens. This is an active crime scene. I'm gonna need y'all to back up. About to put out the tape. Come on, back up. Back up. Back up. I said back the fuck up. Pickaxe in the epitaph till they crack. Telegraph that to the telepath. Way too creative for my own good. I do it for my hood, but this won't end well. My world turns to chaos when it starts to gel. For I am just a hollow, formerly the shell of my old self. That's a hard pill to swallow, but that's just cause the truth is always top shelf. Brought in by simple methods and cool intentions. Bang bang was the message. I'm so relentless. My flow's exotic, the weed's exotic. I don't spill my drink cause I'm an alcoholic. Fighting all this power formed against me made me brought it. Jostling through the hallways in my grown days. I'm way too old to call this a phase. Just a state outside of stasis. My heart is always racing. Worry about some racist cop, half cock. Palm to the grip, finger on the trigger. Life ain't easy, but try to make it simpler. Once you accept this is a mind game, focus more and stress less.
We got a burn Herman here. It matches the description. We're gonna need some backup. He's kind of aggressive.
Walking home, you say I matched the description. Told you I was visiting my mom, but you don't actually listen. Take a step and you grasp for your hip and calling for backup like I'm acting a villain. If I react, it's a killing. Disrespect me to my face cause your occupation. In your heart you hating. The thought that your opposite is dominating. Make you reach for your gun cause you compensating. Too scared to have a conversation. Seeing what you get away with, you contemplating. I know my rights, I'm from a sovereign nation. Know my true self, all y'all's abominations. The metal in your palm is Nathan. Man to man, give me a chance, it's a trauma waiting.
Yeah, we're gonna need some serious backup. He's throwing wordplay and facts.
Checkerboard had you less than a pawn. Look something like a man, but your essence is gone. I mind my business, now your weapons are drawn. If I make it out, you handing me an F and you wrong. I got knowledge, man, the youth who you prey on. Putting kids in the system or they still using crayons. For they know they look up and their day's gone. This that destructive BS that you stay on. Say we need you or it's chaos and mayhem. Then you use your badge to degrade and berate them. State to state, we watch as you slay men. Subdue a white rapist, but the black youth you spray them. If you an acceptable race, they might spare you. But depending on your hairdo, they just might air you. Take a life, but to save with no care to. If you snitch on your fam, then they just might spare you. This whole system so corrupt and wicked. Take your name away, now you just a number digit. Some petition and some just giving. We under living, gotta organize and stand up in front of our children.
Word, man. What's up? Welcome to another episode of Herm Radio, man. We at episode 37. What you just heard was, myself, Burn Herm, alongside Alphie Meior, our guest of honor tonight on, on Herm Radio. We also got Gio Da Vinci in the building, back with us, man. You know what I mean? It's a family reunion. Definitely good energy in the building. As I said, what you just heard was the wonderful sounds of Alphie Meior on the melodies. He hit us with that first verse. I came with that second verse, man. What's up, Alphie Meior? Great to have you on Herm Radio tonight, man. How you doing?
Yo, great to be here. Thanks for having me. You know, it's about time. Long time coming. You know, I'm grateful to be here. You know, grateful to be a part of the whole mission. Yeah, man.
No doubt, man. It's great to have you on here. Yo, I hear a little bit of noise. I don't know. I hear a little bit of noise.
Are you covering your microphone? Because you sound a little muffled.
No, I'm not covering.
Oh yeah, that's way clear.
Right now.
That's way
clear.
Yeah,
keep it like that.
Yo, reintroduce yourself, yo.
Oh yeah, so you know what I mean. You already know, like he says, Alphie Meior, the one and only. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, it's great to be here. You know, grateful for y'all having me, asking me to come on. You know, it's been a long time coming since we all linked up and had a little session like this. You know, I mean, I wish it was in person, but this is just as good. You know what I mean? It has its own benefits. Yeah, I'm just ready for a good show. Thanks for the song playing. Just gonna have a great night. I already know. I already know how it's going.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna get into some tracks by Alphie Meior. You know what I mean? Kind of see like some of the stuff you've been working on and kind of who you are as an artist, man. Like, I definitely, I'm definitely somebody that's known you for a little bit. I know Gio's known you for a while, so we're kind of acclimated with you as an artist. But we want everybody to kind of like get to know you more. You know what I mean? People that heard the music and people that haven't heard the music that like what they hear tonight.
Word
you know
up.
what I'm saying? How you feel, Gio, man? When did y'all first meet, man? Alphie Meior and Gio Da Vinci, man. When did y'all first connect, bro?
Oh, that's funny. I met Alphie Meior when I was putting shows together. For 2.5 years, I used to put together my own shows along with Vid. You guys know Vid, and I guess we booked them at a show. I think before that we may have met at a show together where we were both booked, and just started working from there. And yeah, man, always saw the talent with Alfie and his group So Gravy. It's always been on that level of respect, and you can see the honor.
Right.
You cut out that last thing you said. Cut out a little bit.
Right.
It's been a few years now. It's been a few years now since we know each other.
Absolutely, very dope, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold the audience too much longer, man. We like to kind of get right into the music here at Herm Radio. Even though we just heard another a track by Alfie, we want to kind of hear one of his solo tracks, man. So what's a track that you kind of want to share with everybody next, Alfie?
We can play that we can play that Fair Warning track. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little taste of the spice. Some short and sweet, but it's sweet. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see. Y'all gonna see what it is.
Word, man. That's the type of time we on nowadays. Like people wanting to get that attention quickly, man. So that's exactly what a lot of people trying to hear. So where's that at? Did you send it to me? Is it on your SoundCloud?
It's sorry. Oh god. It should be in the email.
In the email. All right. What was it called again?
Fair Warning.
Fair Warning. I see 3 tracks. I don't see it yet. Tell me another one to play, and I'll go back to that. I got Love Bank. I got Mac Miller in the Trizzy. I got OG Bigsby.
Yeah, OG. That's it. OG Biggs.
OG Biggs. Okay. Word.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it, man. Tell him one more time. What was this called? Yeah.
This is called Fair Warning. By Alphie Meior.
Yo, what's that, Gio?
So yeah, do us a favor to help us here, just from not going back and forth. And if you could flip one of your earphones out, trust me, it helps. Trust me, we can hear it. Yeah.
Word. Flip the earphones out. He said. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, most definitely. All right, let's get right into it, man. So, Alphie Meior, let's get into it. Herm Radio.
I know gangsters move in silence. That's why she looking at me sideways. Cause she knows we gotta keep it private. And I know that I'ma keep my end. We don't need a one, no intrusion to interrupt the way we infusing. Chakra constructs so exclusive that if you look them up, it might loosen your time and place. You have been warned, just mind your space. Cause I can't guarantee that I'll feel empathy when it all comes crashing down. When we manifest a love into life-sustaining substance. Oh, it's going down. Oh, that's another round. Oh, yeah, that's the sound of me feeling my complete satisfaction from when I dive in like a door, make love like an instrumental with the sounds of passion. From when I dive in like a door, get the treble and bass in tune, have the traction. Cause when I dive in like a door, we in rhythm 1, 2, 1, 2. had some bread, and she was hot and wet, and I'm just saying, thoughts were flowing through my head, oh yeah. Then I got the keys to the bylaws, hiccups in the morning, pour another cup up. Drip, drip, splish.
Oh damn, I see what you mean. That ended quick, man. I wanted more. That's one of the ones though that you got to go back. Like people just keep on going back and listening to it, man. So that's it. That's you got them. Get more plays that way.
Yeah. Yup.
I was vibing to that track, definitely, man. I was definitely vibing to that track. How you feel about that one, Gio?
Oh, he's probably still in the song.
Your mic's off, Gio. Oh, he's still in the song? He's still playing. He's still vibing.
Oh,
your mic's off, though. Is your mic off? I don't know. His mic's off. I'll wait for him to figure that out. But yeah, yo, I really like that. I really like that song, man. Most definitely. So tell us a little bit about you.
My fault. Yeah, it was a great song.
Right, cool.
My microphone was off. You always have that melodic sound, man, and I feel like you just kept it up right there, man. It just goes to prove how much talent you have, man. You got it.
Thanks. Well, you said what was behind that song?
Yeah, what was behind that song, man? And what's behind like that vibe that cause that's like you said, like we don't know what to expect from the artist. Like, oh, is he gonna rap? Is he gonna sing love songs? But it's like it's a real vibe that you kind of create. So like what's behind that song, man?
Well, that song, that I was doing interview with my boy Lenny, my bro.
Shout out Lenny.
Yep, Lenny Linguini, the master. But I was doing a interview with OG Biggs. He's a beat maker or whatever, and he was just telling me, he was showing me some stuff that he had heard, some other songs that I did from in the past. Yeah, he heard some songs I did in the past, and he was like, I might want you to check out. So I sent them to him. I mean, he sent them to me, and then I heard it, and he was like, "Yo, this is a sample I got off I think it was some Tupac song," and I was just in love with the beat. So then I just kind of went off with it, and to be honest, at first I thought I was gonna be able to make something like fast with it, but I couldn't think of any words and nothing. And then I think I was in a conversation with my girl, and she said something, and
yo, there's mad noise coming. What's there's mad noise coming from one of y'all?
I don't know.
Is that you, Jill? Because your screen's popping.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's no noise now.
Yeah. Yeah, she said something and it just triggered like the whole song. So it was just from that moment, and then like it made me think about when I was younger and like being a guy, like being a young buck, whatever you want to call it. And I was out there dealing with these girls and stuff growing up and being sneaky and not sneaky, like, well, yeah, being sneaky and being, just having fun and stuff, like that's where it comes from. And then, like the story of the song or the premise of the song is just like mind your business. That's why it's called fair warning. It's like mind your business. Like if you see us doing us, like just mind your business. You know what I mean? Like that's really what it really comes down to.
People need more of that.
Yeah, like that was that.
Cool. That's kind of a different take. That's kind of a different take. Like, yo, mind you, like, yo, because it's like, it's funny because you say that because, like, a lot of artists be like, yo, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's more like, yo, I'm going to get the girl or this or that, you know what I mean? And it's more like, look at me type thing. But you more like, yo, I'm Alphie Meior. Like, I'm just doing this track. Yo, mind your business. I'm just doing my thing. I'm going to do a song about it. It's like, you know what I mean? And like, everybody's going to vibe to it. Even the dude, like, you know what I mean, as a victim of this situation is going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to vibe to this too, man. Like, I better mind my business. You know, I know that's my girl, but I'm gonna mind my business.
For real. Yeah. Don't look over here and be alright, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
you type of dude. Somebody catches you and they be like, "Yo, man, I can't be mad at him, bro." Like, come on.
I like to think that. But I
It's
mean,
your
those days
fault.
are
It's not his
behind me
fault.
now.
It's your fault, man. He's cool. He's like, nah, my fault. Go ahead.
No, 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 you're right though. Well, I mean, those days, behind me now. But it was nice to like, be in that moment and just make the song because it really did come out really nice, and just those keys at the beginning, like it was just so smooth, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I need something smooth. So like, when I was digging into my bag of creative, you know, creativity, that's what really was coming up, and I was like, that like telling a story like that is like I know I could make something very extremely smooth out of that. So that's what happened. In terms of my vibe now, like the vibes that I begin with these songs, like I said, I have a creative bag of just a whole bunch of skills and songs and all types of artists that I've met and that I've just listened to growing up all my life, because my dad, he's always been like doing DJing and
Oh,
playing
word.
music and having house parties and stuff. Like I grew up in that stuff, so I was always getting music. He would have like spitting sessions with his boys and stuff. So I was privy to all that stuff at a very young age. So and like they wasn't only just rapping; they would do like reggae singing, whatever, like regular singing, all kinds of different stuff. So that's what my bag consists of. Um, and my vibe, like it just comes off of a certain artist I used to listen to all the time. Cause now like my mom, like she likes to listen like kind of more chill type music. You know what I'm saying? But chill, but like powerful at the same time. So um, that's and I just grew up liking that type of vibe, so I try to just emulate it every time I touch something, when I get on the track.
Yo, so that brings me to like something that I like asking people, man. So, what are say 5 of your biggest musical influences? They could be any type of artist. It could even be like another type of entertainer, but something that inspired you to be who you are today. What is like 5 people that inspired you to be who you are today?
Um, uh, well, like I was saying, like my dad, um, he like because he could sing very well too. He's very good at freestyling, like extremely. He just goes off and stuff. So I always admire that about him. My mom, she's always been like a creative writer, so that's where I get that from. Like the patience to sit down and write something until it like makes sense in so many different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Another person or another influence. Uh, Let me see. Oh, um, this one is not as personal, but he still has a profound effect on me. Vibes Cartel.
Hmm.
He's a dancehall artist. He does. I was just always a fan of his lyricism, like how deep his music goes. When you listen to his songs more and more, the more you listen to his songs, the more it's like, yo, what? You know what I mean? I will always want that effect. Like I want that have that effect on people when they listen to me. So that's why he's one of my biggest influences. Andre 3000. People who know me, like they should know that. Like definitely, I have to bring him up because he just his I don't know what it is about him. He just has like his something about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some X factor. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's something I have to bring to the table as
I
well.
mean,
Like
a
I have to
lot
bring
a lot of people
something like
consider
that.
him one of the greatest.
Yeah, for real. And I'm one of them. You know what I mean? I have no shame in that. Um, Another thing, uh, man, it's when people ask me this stuff, it'd be so crazy because there's so many things that come like I'm inspired
Yeah, it's
by. Like,
hard. It's hard to narrow it down, right?
bro, and I'm just inspired by freaking nature. Nature is art in itself.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that. I can go outside. There's been plenty of times actually where I just went outside and I was just looking at like the trees and just blowing it in the wind or something. And I'm like, I need to make a song right now. You know what I mean? And it'll be and like the cadence and stuff. Like I notice like weird things I do sometimes. Like I'll make the cadence or like write out the lines of the songs in certain in the form of whatever was inspiring me in that moment. So like one time there was like a bird trying to get a bug, like a little fly, like a little bee or something. I don't know what it was, but I seen the bird jump, like go in the grass and then come out and pick it out like out the air. Or, like I seen it, like I watched it. So I was like, what? So then that just inspired me to talk about life and how it's nothing is given. You know what I mean? You got to work for everything, and you can't take nothing for granted. Like so like all kinds of stuff like that. Nature is one of my biggest inspirations.
I mean, that's good to show. If you're an artist, you're gonna find reasons to make music, and it's because you got that gift, So I agree 100%, man. Great examples. Yeah, man. I'm loving the music every time I hear your stuff. So yeah, for sure. What inspires you to continue to make music?
My loved ones at this point, because they were there in the beginning when like they watched me basically persevere through things that I should have just given up on. Like that should have made me give up on doing music. They watched me like go through it and keep going and get shut down and all that stuff. And like at this point, it's like if I stop doing it now, they're gonna be like so mad at me because you know what I mean. Like it would be like I wasted my own time.
Yeah.
So, that's really what inspires me because I know I have people that are like rooting for me now. You know what I mean? It's not like in the beginning where it's just like kind of like a dream, whatever. No, I have people that's literally cheering for me, that will go to my shows if they're available to go. You know what I'm saying? So
they invested.
Yep, bro. That's what it is for me.
So, with this music, man, let's get into it.
Okay.
All right, we get into another joint, so let's go ahead, man. Let's get right into another joint. What do you want us to play next?
You can hit that Love Bank song because I was supposed to perform this, so and I couldn't do it because everything started going crazy in the world. So
yeah,
I'm gonna give everybody a quick little blessing of this song. Hopefully they splish with it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Yeah, you gotta tell us more about the splish when we come back, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The splanguage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get right into it, man. Love Bank by Alphie Meior, Herm Radio.
I can grow your love. I can grow your love, babe. Just step right in. I can grow your love. They'll take a seat right here. Let me grow your love, babe. Welcome to the love bank, where you can deposit all your love. Welcome to the love bank. Come splash in the gun with me. Welcome to the love bank. Unlimited withdrawals, you can't get enough. Welcome to the love bank. Invest in your love with me. I'll open up my heart so you can see that I can keep you safe, my security. Will give you peace of mind, keep your mind at ease. And even out the vibes, synchronicity. Heart and soul, you are my interest, cause you shine like gold. And the truth be told, you are the winning hand that would never fold. Home is where the heart is, and I wanna put stock in yours, cause I know you've been through hardships, and I know you don't want no more calculations proper, and I think I got the offer. I think it's pretty simple, I gotta put you out first. I take pride in the work I do, the love I bring is long overdue. Satisfaction make you feel brand new, guaranteed, but it's up to you. I take pride in the work I do, the love I bring is long overdue. Satisfaction make you feel brand new, guaranteed, but it's up to you. Welcome to the love bank, where you can deposit all your love. Welcome to the love bank, come splash in the account with me. Welcome to the love bank, unlimited withdrawals, you can't get enough. Welcome to the love bank, invest in your love with me. Girl, come in for a sit down. Let me gather some information and figure out the remedies for the letdowns that you have experienced before I came round. Girl, come in for a sit down. Let me gather some information mission to figure out the remedies for the letdowns that you have experienced where I came round. Moments where the heart is, and I wanna put stock in yours, cause I know you've been through hardships, and I know you don't want no more calculations proper, and I think I've got the offer. I think it's pretty simple, I gotta keep your heart first. I take pride in the work I do. The love I bring is long overdue. Satisfaction makes you feel brand new. Guarantee, but it's up to you. I take pride in the work I do. The love I bring is long overdue. Satisfaction makes you feel brand new. Guarantee, but it's up to you.
Yeah, man, have fun with that joint, bro. Enjoy that one, man. Hell yeah, bro. Yo, who made that beat?
That's Scribe right there.
That Scribe, right? Wasn't that
Thank you.
Scribe?
Yes.
Shout out Scribe, bro. So definitely, man, because I was vibing to. I was like, I think I heard this before.
Yeah.
That was by Scribe, right?
Yes,
Yo.
sir.
Yo, so tell us about that joint, man. What inspired that? That was a real fun. I enjoyed that joint, man. Got me dancing.
This is another one. My girl, like, she is definitely fully inspired this one.
Okay.
Uh,
They be doing
this
that.
was, yeah, she, like, okay, this basically, was about when we first kind of met. You know, when we first, it's like that's what I was thinking about, and then I kind of generalized it from there. Like, when you first meet a girl, sometimes you've been through a lot of stuff, and you know, and me, the type of man I am, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So, I have this bountiful freaking supply of love and caring, out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where the idea came from. And then I was like, well, how can I express that in a way that's, modern or something that's relatable to nowadays? You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, oh, a bank, like love bank. Everybody goes to the bank. So that's how I'll express it, and then I'll have, and then like as I was writing it, I'm like I was thinking of all kinds of terms, like financial type terms, and like trying to say them, like, you know what I mean? Like if you listen, when you listen to the
Yeah,
song,
that
you'll hear,
stock line was crazy.
for real, you'll hear a lot of that type of stuff going on in the song, you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, lyrical. That's one thing that sets you apart from like people that you might call singers. Is like you really got lyrical content and like flow and intricacy. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Intricate lyrics.
thanks. Yeah, like that's all from, like, my admiration of hip hop and rap growing up. You know what I mean? Like, I used to, believe it or not, some people wouldn't think that, but I listened to like so much Jadakiss and Styles P and freaking Busta Rhymes, and like I would listen to stuff like that, and like I was just in love with it all the time. I was like, wow, like they said this, they said that, they said this, because like English, um like it wasn't one of my best classes, but I would always ace my grammar and vocabulary tests. Like I would always get hundreds on it. You know what I mean? So I was always into words. I was always into just how to use language. So that's I try to show that off in my music.
So you
Whenever
feel like
I write.
that's something that kind of developed from way back then. That thing that was kind of unrelated to music. You talk about language actually helped develop you as an artist later on.
Yes, it did. It did. Especially because I learned, like, I had a little bit of time of learning like Latin and learn some Spanish and stuff, like in high school and stuff. So it just interests me how, you could get communication out in so many different ways. You know what I mean? Like, and um and when I was learning, for example, like Latin and Spanish, like how they put together their sentences is way different than how we do in English, but it still gets the point across. So I found that interesting, you know what I mean? So then when I started doing my music and more and more and more, I was like, I'm gonna do that with my lyrics in English, you know what I mean? Put my words together in different types of orders, but it's gonna tell us exactly what I want known, you know what I mean? Because that's something that what I strive for is understanding of me.
Yeah.
You know, that's like my main thing when I
You
do
strive
anything.
for understanding of you.
Yeah, like for people to understand what I'm
What's that
saying.
mean? What's that mean?
I, it means like I just feel like sometimes I'm so eccentric with how I talk and how I am that a lot of what I'm trying to say gets lost in just the moment of me doing stuff. You know what I mean? I'm talk like sometimes we be talking and then when it's time for the other person to respond to me, they're saying something totally different or totally off of what I'm talking about. And it's not really their fault. It's really my own fault because, you know, I get so frustrated and that, it sounds better. Like,
Yo,
I
we
go
getting
off
some interference again. Audio interference.
Yeah, move your hand. I think that's what it is.
Try again, Alfie.
yeah, so,
Yeah, I couldn't. My fault. I'm sorry. Please continue.
yeah, it's like, and it's not their fault, like people just get lost in the sauce sometimes. And my my music or my art, because sometimes I do poetry, like that's I feel like those are my moments where I can talk in imagination language. You know what I mean? So now it's like I'm saying stuff in the form of a song, and now whatever puts your pain in your head is gonna be like basically I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but it's the music just helps me better when it
Communicate.
comes to expression. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying, man, because it's like I walk through life, and Gio, I bet you could attest to this too, man. Like I walk through life, and it's like there's things I want to communicate and like relay with people. I want them to understand and see some of the things that like where I'm coming from or what I think about certain things, and I just don't know how to relay that in everyday life. But through a song, if I could get people to listen to that song, there's so much I can get to communicate, man. Could you relate to that, Gio? What you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the number one things that when you have enough of that built up and you sit down and write a song, it's like this well that you're pulling from of emotions and making art is expression. So, having expressions, pent up in there to pull from is definitely a reason why you would do music, to have that, some people think it's like therapeutic, So yeah, for sure. I agree.
It is.
Yeah, bro. Like, getting behind that mic and just making something that was never there before, you know what I'm saying? And then you could play it and 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 play it as much as you want afterward. Like that is, I don't know for y'all, but for me, like that is just ethereal. Like it's heavenly. Like it's like, wow, like did I just do that? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's the best thing. It's like
For real.
it's like with men, but it's like having babies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I created
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, look what I created, man. It's like go out into the world and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
make me proud.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yo, I want. All right. Before we even get into, let's get into another song. Let's go ahead and get another song. And I got another line of questioning, kind of different subject matter. I wanna throw into. But let's go ahead and get into another track, man. What do you want to hear next?
Okay, this one is featuring me and your co-host Gio Da Vinci. Sometimes when we link up our powers, our forces, we turn into a force called random specifics, and we just bless the radio sometimes, radio waves. So this track right here is going to be called Lazarus.
Lazarus. I know this track.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
is.
that joint right there.
So let's get right into it. Let's come back and let's talk about it, man. Oh damn.
Yes, sir.
So this is the combination of Gio Da Vinci and Alphie Meior to create random specifics. And they came with this track called Lazarus. Real dope track. Let's get right into it. Herm Radio.
Forgive me as I blow this, for I am not attached to this. Death of my creators, I watch me rise up like Lazarus. Forgive me as I blow this, for I am not attached to this. Death of my creators, I watch it rise up like Lazarus. Forgive me as I blow this.
break from the monotony, possibly overloaded by overlords and overseers, caught up in the notion that this ocean of hopeless voices cannot really hold me. I'm glad they finally noticed. Ripped off my facade, revealing that I'm opus, no longer masquerading my patience. I choose to hone in on truer vibes. My words forming a grapevine, fermenting this fruit into no juice, more like a wine that intoxicates your mind by the structures of my rhymes. They like coral reefs, way I fortify these beats, and I only face defeat when I get off my feet. Brilliance incarnate when I spoke with G.O.D.
Forgive me as I blow this, I am not attached to this. Depth of my creative side, watch it rise up like Lazarus.
People asking, what's your name? Do you have a plan? Realistic, that's a dream. Do you understand? Heart and soul, jumping eyes closed, watching time go. Won't stop till I OD. Need a higher dose, too explicit. Popping out just gets too addictive, couldn't miss it. Not for the world, had to pay a visit. Hit a Billy. It was random and specific, a mission to make millions manifested in the business, contracts and cognac until we all that. Tell them after this first meal that we could fall back, sipping Chardonnay. Just a glass isn't commonplace on the day. Had to stretch her out, call it namaste. Sipping Chardonnay, just a glass, it's a commonplace on the day. Had to stretch her out, call it namaste.
Yeah, what's the beat right out? Yeah, this beat go hard, man. I like this beat too, man.
Yeah, that beat's fire as hell, man.
Right.
Sure.
Straight money.
That beat goes hard.
Straight money.
Nah, man, yo, give it up for these two dudes, man. I want to say, yo, that song right there, bro, I'll listen to that all day, man. You know what I mean? I got a road trip coming up. I'm about to just put that on repeat, bro. I'll definitely listen to that 15 times easy. Like, no exaggeration, man. The way you guys came with the flows, the melodies, the lyrical content, and the beat was amazing, man. Definitely enjoyed that track, bro. Absolutely. Even though I heard it before, it's always good coming back to it. It's like a new experience, man. What were y'all thinking, man? How'd y'all come together and make that track, man?
Man, we was on some, I don't even know, like, we was on some real just blue collar, you know what I'm saying, put the hard hat on type stuff that day. We was like, yo, let's go make the track. And that wasn't even the first one, because we actually there was another thing we was about to do, and then we was just kind of like, yo, it's kind of like soft here, like, you know what I mean, like, it ain't bad, but it's just kind of soft. So then we went to the next beat. I think, and on top of that, I think something had happened where, like, we lost the beat, so we couldn't, like, so we was just like, yo, we're just gonna find another one. So then we found that one, and we was like, all right, yeah, this is good.
Yo, my fault. Yo, Alphie, you getting kind of hard to hear, and then I think this sound's coming from you, G. I don't know, but I can't hear Alphie. You're starting to get muffled, and then I'm hearing sounds.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was getting kind of relaxed talking about it, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're pretty clear. I can hear you clearly now, like this.
All right, cool. Now I was just saying, like, that the song, Lazarus, wound up kind of coming out of nowhere because, you know, me and Gio, we was just like so determined to make a song that day, and it kind of just fell into our laps because everything else kind of got messed up along the way, and we were like, you know what, this is it. This right here, this is it. You hear this beat? All right. And then we just went off from there, and we just went off from there, like straight up. Like
Y'all really did.
Yeah, that song was done in like couple hours, like less than that. Like it was written, recorded, all that stuff, like in like probably 1 hour and 45 minutes. Like that was it. Cause it was just so fast.
Who produced it?
Mac Tizzy, I think.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did his thing too, man. Yo, Gio, what's your side of that story, man?
Yeah, I mean, he said it really well. You know, we linked up and we're like, yo, we're gonna make some music today, and we landed on this track, and we decided to just go hard, man. I heard his verse at the first, you start to write, and you're like, yo, what you got? Like 4 bars, 8 bars in, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta kill it, cause he's going off, so I gotta bring that same energy. So it's just a continuation. We came together, and that's what happens with people who make music come together.
Absolutely.
Music gets made.
Absolutely. We need more of that. We need more random specifics, man.
Bro, yeah. I kind of as I was listening to that song, I was thinking about another song that me and Gio did. Cause me and Gio, we have like a dope chemistry. Like I like doing songs with Gio. There's some artists I just like doing songs with, like you too, Berm. Like there's just certain artists out there that's just like I could just mesh with them because I don't have to. I'm not worried about how they're gonna. I'm not worried about how you guys feel like in a certain way. Like I know you guys are not gonna feel some type of way and just be, holding a grudge or whatever. You know what I mean? Even if you feel some type of way, you take it out on the track. Like you come out, like if I go off, you're gonna go off too. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be there like, oh, he's trying to outshine me. No, just go off. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what I'm doing. And that's what I like about you guys. You guys just go in, and I know a couple other artists who's on that type of way where it's like, yo, like I'm good too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want you to be good. Like, be good. Like, and show me too. Like, be good and go as hard on any track. I mean, any track could be a hit or bad.
And it's definitely a learning experience, because we each have different strengths, and we'll come together and we're pushing each other over that edge. You know what I mean? So at the same time, still sharpen steel in that same way, in that same manner. That's how it happens.
Exactly. That's just my philosophy behind it. And when I get with certain artists and I see that they got that in them, it's like I'll do a track with them anytime. I don't care because I know it's gonna be something good. Like even
you was thinking about another track we did.
Oh yeah, the developers joint. The developers joint.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, let's hear that one. Let's get into that joint, man. What's this track?
I didn't send it though. I didn't send it.
It's not on SoundCloud or nothing.
No, it's not out yet. It's not.
Oh damn, bro. Oh, it's not out yet.
Nah,
yeah, exclusive.
It's one of them extremely exclusive ones.
Okay. So now you gotta release that soon, since you put it out in the atmosphere or whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I even started talking about it because I want it out so people can hear it out. I want it out.
We gotta do that. I'm with it.
But speaking of things like like things pending or whatever, I am working on a project. I'm probably like 7.5 songs in now, like done. And it's just like I'm very excited to like put this one out because I feel like I always say this every time, but like this is just the next iteration of it. Like it's so different to my old stuff. You know what I mean? Like y'all basically gonna have to reacclimate yourself again to my vibe or my atmosphere. You know what I mean? Because I've widened it out. I've made it bigger and more whatever. I got some real great content in general, I feel like a lot of a lot of my stuff is a bit more personable, like intimately wise, like you know what I mean. It's feeling more like I don't know, relatable in a certain way, you know. Um, like I feel like the songs that I've been doing lately is just like an aspects, all aspects of myself. Like one song will be like an aspect of, you know, pride or something like that. You know what I mean? And then another one would be an aspect my aspect of love or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's just how the vibe I'm getting off of these songs right now.
So when's it dropping? When's the project dropping?
Um, I wanna get to 12. So
Okay.
whenever that happens, like I really want to do it before the summer is over.
Mm.
So um, you know, like August, even September would be cool. September would be great, actually. You know, I prefer that because I don't want to rush. You know what I mean? Because I hate
Yeah.
I hate just rushing. I hate rushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll have songs that I'll put out in the meantime. You know what I mean? Because there's not
In
every song
between
that I'm
time.
doing right now is gonna make it to it. You know what I mean? But every song I'm doing right now will make it to your ears. You know what I mean? So there will be here and there things just dropping out of nowhere.
I mean, you have a bunch of unreleased songs. Like, what's up with those?
I know, right? Exactly, right? Exactly. So
Should be
that's what I'm
releasing
saying.
those.
Those gotta yeah, I saved them for like the perfect time, like to drop them out here and there. You know what I mean? While I'm working on a bigger project, I'll drop out the unreleased joints here and there. You know, so people still
Yeah.
getting taste or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely.
and I kind of like doing it that way too because it shows my growth. You know what I mean?
True
Most
that.
definitely. You got a title for this project?
Um, yeah, it's called Songs from a Constellation. Um, because and it kind of goes. The reason why I call it that is because it goes with my name, Alphie Meior, is which is a play on words for Alpha Major. You know the Alpha Major star cluster up in the sky. So that's where that comes from.
What's the significant? What does that mean to you? What's the significance of the alpha major cluster in the sky?
Um, I, it's no real significance other than just I
You
just
doing
like
it major?
yeah doing a major. Yo, exactly. Yeah, I was just liking it. I was just feeling the vibe of it, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's part of the Big
Part of the
Dipper
start of it.
or the Bear, something like that. Bear constellation in the sky. It's like part of that.
Okay.
It's because you a star, bro.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
No doubt.
Yep. Yeah.
No doubt. You gotta own that. You gotta own that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's very interesting, man. I would have never thought of that when I heard that name. I was like, I never would have never thought of that, man. So
Right.
let's go ahead. Let's get into another track, man. Let's hear some more music. What do you got next for us?
Um, you got the SoundCloud opened up. Uh, what is it? Oh, I forgot to send you a song. This is one of my new ones, but it's called Splish Nights. I don't think it's on there though. I think it's on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, you just type in my name and then um Splish Nice, and it
Splish
should be
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us about the splish right quick while I'm bringing this up, man. What's the splish about, man?
Oh, Splish, that's that so gravy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's so gravy. That's what you call splanglish. That's that splanglish. You know what I mean? Like from so gravy. That's just our signature word to just be like, hey, like, what's up? It's a splish. Like it's like a exclamation point, whatever. It's one of them. It's one of them words. You know what I mean?
So it's like a slang, a lifestyle, kind of a brand, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it became a brand. It is. It's custom splish now. We got the custom splish out
Yeah,
there.
you guys out. You guys do what is it? You do clothing, you do all that type of stuff, right? Like printmaking, all that stuff, right?
Basically just advertising and marketing for people too. Like you know what I mean. graphics done to your like a little short little graphic video, whatever, as intro or outro, whatever you want to do with it. My dude Lenny, he's dope on the ones and twos for that type of stuff. Um, yeah, and like I said, we do the shirts, we do the custom gear in general. Hit us up. We're on the Instagram, custom splish, SPLISH. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the regular stuff we did.
Yeah.
Got the Super Splish Brothers in the building.
Super Splish Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely hit them up, man. So Gravy. What was it? So Gravy on IG?
On IG it's Custom Splish.
Custom
If you're looking for
Splish.
that. Yeah, if you're looking for that stuff.
Yeah,
But
man.
so great.
So
We are also on Instagram and all that stuff.
no doubt. So check them out, man. They out there doing a lot of big things, man. So next up, we got another track by Alphie Meior. It's called Splish Nights. Let's get right into it. Herm Radio. Hey, can y'all turn off your mic?
The course of my wisdom paved the whole road where I come from, and the way that it functions is to act as a spiritual path to my kingdom. My mind, it wastes time, susceptible to negatives like the next one. All it takes is one push, but I control my direction. Next stop is way up, elevate to a state in a timeless dimension. Type me your mention, hashtag this might be his best one. The sum of my history, but that don't mean my past could define me. I was born free-minded, there's no cage, no cuff, no rope that could bind me. Hold this as I dive in, oceans to menaging, quotients they're divided, for each day of the weekend. Hold this as I dive in, oceans to menaging, quotients they're divided, for each day of the weekend. And that's just me and my best life. Said that's just me and my best life. You know I got a splish night.
Real interesting, Alfie, man. Real interesting, bro. Yo, so I was
Yes.
watching that. I was looking at the video and everything, and I was thinking about Splish and the whole slang, all that type of stuff, and the vibe that you come with. And I was like, yo, this reminds me of the age of Aquarius. Like, you know what I mean? You know, like the age of Aquarius. Like, it kind of reminds me of the vibe because not just like that song from the 70s, but like the whole vibe. It's this idea of like this time. Some say it already happened, some say it's gonna happen, where it's like this time of just like where it's just like a vibe that everybody's into. It's like a peaceful thing, it's an artistic thing, you know what I'm saying? But that watching that video, it's like, man, like I know you there's just a certain kind of artistic flow to the whole thing. It reminded me of like the age of Aquarius. I don't know what that means like that.
Yeah, that's dope. You know what I mean? Because that's what I was going for when I did it. Because I made the video, and I was just sitting there at work, and I was just playing around with it. But then I noticed like I wasn't playing no more. Like I was getting into it, and I was really like, yo, how am I feeling right now? Like how is this feeling? Like how do I feel right here? How do I want people to feel? You know what I mean? Because this is the first time that I sat down and made visuals for my song. You know what I mean? Usually I don't think I have any visuals for any of my music that I made. You know what I mean? So, just, when I was doing it, I'm like, yo, like this is perfect. Like I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. You know what I mean? So, just expect more of that type of stuff to happen in the future. You can even check out, like, cause that video was more intricate than my other one. Cause I actually did one before. I did a lyrical video, like probably like a few days before I made that one. For what's the name of that song? Proton Vibes. and it still has that type of kind of trippiness to it, but it didn't get as deep as the one that you just watched. There we go.
Man, so you got you got these visuals that you're doing. You got all this stuff going on and all that type of stuff. Like you got somebody like maybe I don't know Usher, that kind of like oh cool man. You got somebody like Usher that you know what I mean, kind of like just does songs. You know what I mean? He's a recording artist. You hear his songs, but you don't never see him. You don't really know what he's into. You don't really know like his lifestyle unless you're like some kind of super fan that like reads stuff about him, right? You know what I'm saying? But then you
Yeah.
got an artist like you, like yourself, where it's like I see you. I might see you on the street, and you kind of representing yourself as an artist in the clothes you wear. I talk to
Hmm.
you, and it's synonymous. Like you use like the terms like splish and stuff like that you develop in the creative light. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we talked about Lenny Linguidi. He's the same way. Like y'all are real creative. Y'all create like a whole atmosphere, and you also brand and market it. It's very professional how you guys do it too. And I want to ask you like, what's the importance of that? Like, what's the importance of the significance of being more than just I'm just a recording artist that makes songs, but more so you're bringing it into how you live. You're bringing it into the clothes. You're putting it into different things that you do and trying to get it out there. Like, why is that important for you?
It's important for me because at the end of the day, just like you and everybody else here, we all human. You know what I'm saying? We're none of us are one thing. So and I live by that like wholeheartedly. Like I like preach that. Like, yo, don't just because you see me do something one day, don't assume that's gonna be me forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I try to show the world like as much different aspects of my character and my being as possible because I want you to accept that I'm gonna be what I want to be when I want to be it. It's not gonna be. No, I'm not singing or making songs or doing anything for you to call me that. You know what I mean? I'm not. I didn't build this house for you to call me a construction worker. I built this house to live here. You know what I mean? I didn't write this song for you to call me a lyricist. I wrote this song to express myself. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with being labeled. It has nothing to do with nothing. So that's why whenever people ask me about, oh, what kind of genre, what kind of this, that, I never really have an answer because it's like, I could tell you something, but it's not gonna mean what you are gonna translate it to. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't wanna put myself in no kind of hole I didn't want to be in the first place. You know? That's it. That's it.
Straight
Word
gems,
up.
bro. Straight gems. Straight gems, man. Go ahead, Jill.
So with this new project you got going out, explain to us like what's the energy that you're trying to bring with this next gang of songs, you know?
Um, the energy is type of energy I'm bringing is your, your cousin. Yeah, your cousin that you haven't seen in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Your older cousin that you haven't seen in a minute, and he's doing better for himself. You know what I mean? And now I'm just here to talk to you and tell you, try to stop you from um making the same mistakes or trying to help you make the right decisions or something. You know what I mean? That type of vibe. Like it's just chill but a serious type of vibe. Like it's not gonna be no nonsense talking. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about no nonsense. I'm talking about relationships. I got songs talking about accountability. You know what I mean? Taking accountability for where you are, who you are.
All
Um,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So I got a song about fake and real versus real. Um, and and knowing the difference and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like, if I don't know if I'm over talking it, but that's basically what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, and it seems like throughout those themes, it seems like it's really important for you to be real, transparent, and someone who does what they say, man. Explain to us about like how some of those qualities are important to you.
Um, it's real important because, like I said, like my loved ones, they're very important to me. So, and I like knowing that they know who I am. Like they getting the whole came to me before anybody else could tell them. You know what I'm saying? So that's and like because and since music is such a big part of my life, I have to do it in my music too. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be fake. Oh, I don't want to be fake in my music in one of my songs, and then like I gotta go home. My sisters or my loved ones in general are just like looking at me sideways. You know what I mean? So like
Crazy.
yeah. So I don't try to be as real and just be myself as much as possible when I do my music or when I perform or whatever. You know what I mean?
Word. Do you have any music out that you want to play that represents that side of you? Maybe we could go into the next.
Oh
Hey, let's
man,
leave. Let's this will be the last joint. Let's leave him with something. The
well,
last song.
see, damn. There's a song that's came in my mind right now that will reflect what I'm saying, but I don't know where it is like on the internet anymore. Like I don't know where it is. But
All right, what's the next? What's the next one up?
okay, next one we could hit them with later, I guess. That's one. Oh, matter of fact, Proton Vibes. Hit them with the Proton Vibes.
Proton
We'll be
Vibes.
out on that
So
one.
yeah, that's the one we mentioned
Yeah,
earlier, right? And that's
yeah.
on
It's on.
SoundCloud.
Yep, it's on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Okay.
Whichever one you got open.
Got SoundCloud right here. Looking for it.
On the SoundCloud, I think there's a typo on there. It says Photon Vibes.
Alright, let me hold on. Still looking for it. So give us a brief intro to this track.
This is like one of my first tracks I ever did. And it was just I don't know, it was just talking about being good and having good vibes, being in a good space, you know, mentally, spiritually. Um, you just gotta be like light, you know what I mean? My vibes are like light, you know, that's why it's called Proton Vibes. My vibe is light, you know.
What is a proton?
Proton is a positively charged particle of an atom. Like, yeah, it's one of
Oh
the
yeah, right.
positive.
Protons, electrons, neutrons, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
what's a proton vibe? What's that mean?
It's a positive vibe, you
Positive.
know?
Okay.
Yeah. And,
All right, word, man. You just walked me through that metaphor, man, and I appreciate that.
yeah, no problem. Oh, they got fireworks in the middle of the street, y'all.
All right, hold up. Let's get that. I don't see that.
Yeah, boy.
Oh damn.
Ooh, you see that? I guess it's done now.
Yeah, you in
Um,
Roxbury, right?
I'm in Dorchester right now.
Dorchester.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's a celebration, man.
For real.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get right into this last track, man. We'll come back and leave people with everything they need to know. But we're gonna go right into this. It's Proton Vibe by Alphie Meior. Let's go.
Fetty. Fetty. Paper, I'm just trying to get this money. Waiter, you hungry? Waiter, can you take this, ladies? Order, what's your order? It's looking like I've been in fights in my bad moves. Although I kept it smooth, ain't been feeling that cool. I tried to exclude, but all they do is intrude. So pardon this intrusion. A positive vibration, let's share this frequency across the land. Be a part of the upliftment. This one's for my brothers, this one's for my sisters. No black and white, just anyone that fights the system. For my mothers and for my fathers. that do anything for their sons and daughters, for my students and for my teachers who never take a moment off to reach a higher consciousness. What's on the other levels, yeah. What's on the other levels, yeah. What happens when we go astray? Oh, wow. What happens when other levels, yeah. What happens when we go astray? Oh. What happens when we levels, yeah. What happens when we go astray? Oh. What happens when Cause it's a blank canvas, yeah, where emotions are the pain and ideas of what we used to make our way to a foundation. So we'll have a place to stand and we'll make something new beautiful if we all just lend a hand. Cause we have to understand this. If all it takes is planning, then let's plan to overstand it. Never once again will we take each other for granted. And never once again will we dilute the planet. Communicate and talk right through the vibration. Sweetest sensations. Let the power of love spread throughout the land. Let the power of love spread throughout the land, yeah. And gain some traction. Betty, paper, I'm just trying to get this money. Wait up, keep grinding if you're hungry. The day will come when you get to relax and enjoy the sun. It ain't over, it's looking like I've been fighting mine. Chances to connect right with my proton vibe. Now it's looking like that I just might sever my relationship with my bad mind. One more time. Looking like I've been fighting mine. Chances to connect right with my proton vibe. Now it's looking like that I just might sever my relationship with my bad mind. Betty, paper, steady, steady, paper, keep grinding. I said Betty, paper, get this money, wait up. Betty, paper, kicking.
Dope track.
Positive vibration.
Yes, thank you.
Let's share this frequency across the land.
Definitely appreciate that.
Man, I love that track, bro. I love the track, the video, and like what you did engineering that. Did you do that? Like the way you was bringing the voice in and out, kind of messing with it and stuff like that.
That was me and this dude I used to be doing music with back in the days. He was the one. He was teaching me like those like tricks or whatever. So we was playing around with it that day, and then I was just like, "Yo, I actually kind of like this." So then we took it seriously and we just did the track.
Yeah, that was real dope, man. That was like real expressive. So many different elements, like growing and stretching and expanding, like that the listener is kind of experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed that. I like the visuals and the music. I thought that was real inventive, man, and artistic what you did with that track. That's also a good one to leave everybody with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think, Jill?
Sure. Yes, sir, man. The perfect outro track. It has super mega vibes to it. I mean, you really brought a whole bunch of perspective on that one, man. Yeah, man. Great song to close everything out on.
Yes, thank you guys. You know, I got a whole bunch more where that came from. You already know.
Of course.
You know, to all the listeners, you know, if you want more, if you found anything interesting, whatever, you can just check me out on Facebook, Alphie Meior. And you know, just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Everything. I'm gonna be sure to be on top of everything. You know what I mean? To let you know when things are out or when they're about to come out, so y'all get ready to, you know, whatever. Follow me on the pages. You know, Instagram, all that stuff. Facebook pages. I got. You know, I'll put up the little videos there too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just stay connected. You know.
Make sure to comment your info below so people could just click on.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
I'm definitely gonna be checking for the album, man. The music, all of it is very refreshing. Like you definitely bring something to the game. I think the game needs, man, the music game. You know what I mean? That is. I definitely think like everybody should be listening to this. You hit on different like points for like different type of music heads. You know what I mean? That I think a lot of people would sit down and be like, "Yo, I want to listen to this dude Alphie Meior and what his new release is about." So I'm definitely gonna be checking for that, man. Definitely, bro.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure sitting with you, bro. You definitely dropped some gems on us. I'm gonna chop this
Sure
interview
enough.
up. You know what I mean? Put that out. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Yes.
It's gonna be available on podcast platforms in the weeks to come. But yo, it's always good to chop it up with you. But I'm glad that we was able to capture this on video, man, for people to see and stuff like that, because it was a definitely valuable experience to just sit down and build with you, man. You too, you as well, Gio, bro. Every time you around, bro, it's definitely positive vibes. It's definitely like an uplifting situation, man. I appreciate you being on here, bro. And yeah, we got a lot more to come, man. All of us, we doing individual things. I know Gio got his album about to drop very soon, man. So like everybody you see here is doing it big, bro. And yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Too, man.
Anything else y'all want to leave everybody with?
We unite soon, man. Definitely. For
Yo.
sure. Much love and respect.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, bro. And at that, man, nah, you're real low.
My bad. Can y'all hear me? I was getting a
Yeah,
phone call just now.
I can hear you now.
But I'll just peace and prosperity, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are trying times, but as long as you keep faith and just keep faith and confidence in yourself and everybody else and God, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be all right.
Wise words. We're gonna leave him with that, man. Catch y'all next time, man.
Yes.
One
Peace
love.
and love.
Hey, man, yo, real dope episode, man. Everybody, bro. Love y'all, man. Keep it strong, keep it powerful, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's foster in a whole new world, man. Together, man. One love. Let's go. Herm Radio. Catch y'all next time, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie with you. I forgot how to stop this joint. Okay, yeah. I'm rusty. One love.